Julian, tell me, do you have any type of favorite music?
I think my favorite music of my favorite genre would be rock and roll, especially the rock and roll of the 80s, 90s, some of the 70s. And you? How about you? You have a favorite genre?
Well, that sounds really fun. I think I like rock too, but newer, like from the 90s, 2000. That was awesome. I think my favorite band would be Coldplay. I know it's pretty popular, but they have some really good songs and they've been around for a long time. What would you say is your favorite band?
Well, Coldplay is really good. I really like them, but I prefer Guns N' Roses, Boston, Chicago. Well, I know that those are states and cities, but they actually are rock band names. So those are kind of my favorites.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think the music before was pretty cool too. And today with all the technology we have and everything, you can listen to music pretty much everywhere. Do you have any streaming platform that's your favorite? Like Spotify, Apple? What do you use?
Well, actually, there's a platform that I really like. I've been using Spotify, but lately I discovered one that it's called Tidal. And that platform, what it does is that you get your music without losing quality. And that's something really cool when you have a good pair of headphones. And talking about technology, well, that's something cool to get your hands on.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard of that. I prefer Spotify. I think, you can just download the app, use it on your phone, your computer. It's pretty cool. And tell me, with all this technology and everything that has been going on in the last years, do you think that has helped music, like the musicians to make their music and producers? Or was music better, like in the 70s and 80s? What do you think about that?
Well, it's a really complicated question because I think all music deserves credit, but I really enjoy the old days music. Musicians were really challenged by its gear. It was analog gear, so it was really difficult to make good and high quality recordings. So I really think that it's more the appreciation that I have for all the effort they did back then. And I would say that I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, I see your point. Definitely. It was harder to record back then. Today, with all the technology and everything that, computers can do today, I think it's easier, right? Like, pretty much anyone can record their own music in their home. And that's amazing, don't you think?
Well, yeah, you're right. We have to give credit to them too, because nowadays you can have your own home studio and you can do everything by yourself, from recording, mixing, mastering. Well, but also you have to study a lot because now you're doing the work of a lot of people.
Yeah, that still sounds like a lot of work, right?
Yes, it is. But I think it's worth it.
That's awesome. So tell me, I think you actually did record your own music a couple of months ago, right? By yourself?
Yes, and it was awesome. I recorded a whole album. It was an instrumental album. It was an orchestra and choir.
That's amazing. I can't believe, like what technology has done today. And if you think about also all the good things about the streaming platforms that there are, is that your music can be heard everywhere in the world. There can be somebody in China or France just listening to your album right now without you doing anything else. So platforms and technology has definitely helped, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Meg, so I thought we would talk about then and now, the present and the past.
Sounds good.
So it's very easy to compare things now, and sometimes people think things were better in the past or things were worse in the past. So let's see what you think. First one is, are you happier now than you were last year?
Am I happier now? I think I'm about the same happiness level. So last year, I was happy with my job and my family and my friends, and this year I'm still happy. What about you? Are you happier now than last year?
I am happier because last year I was still in college, in graduate school, and I finished.
Congratulations.
Yes, and I have more free time now, and because of that, I'm happier this year. Less stress.
Less stress always makes us happier.
Okay, so the next one is, do you think you are healthier these days than you were before, say, 10 years ago?
Actually, no. I think I am not healthier than I was about 10 years ago. Lately, I've been so busy that I haven't been taking enough time to exercise or cook healthy food. So I'd say I was probably healthier 10 years ago. What about yourself? Are you healthier now or before?
I think I'm healthier, actually. Even though I'm a little fatter than I was 10 years ago, I drink less, and I eat more vegetables. I eat less fast food. I think I get more sleep, and I feel less stressed. So I think I am a little bit healthier than I was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that definitely sounds healthier.
I'm older, so that's,
Right. Well, older and healthier.
Right. Okay, so how about stress? Are you more stressed now than you were 5 years ago?
That's a hard question. Probably I'm about the same. So I wouldn't say that I'm more stressed now, but 5 years ago I was finishing my master's degree. So that was also a stressful time. And lately I've been quite busy. So I'm probably at the same stress level as 5 years ago. What about yourself? Are you more stressed now?
I think I'm less stressed now, actually, because now I worry less than I did before. So before I was more stressed because I worried about everything.
Yeah.
And now I've learned to let it go. I let things go. I don't let them bother me.
That sounds like a good policy.
Yeah.
So you think that you're less worried now, but what about your future? Are you more worried about your future than before?
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I think I am more worried about my future now because I'm older, so I'm more worried about money. I'm more worried about what I'll be doing in 10 years, job security, things like that.
Right.
So, yeah, sadly, I am a little bit more worried about that.
There's a lot more to think about.
Yeah, but I'm less worried about my life day to day, everything happening around me. So I guess that's why I feel less worried than I was, let's say, 5 years ago.
Right.
How about you? Are you more worried about your future these days?
I don't think so. I have a good job and I like where I live, so I don't feel too worried about what I'll be doing next year or in 5 years, but probably I should plan ahead a bit more. So maybe I should be a little more worried, but I feel okay about the future.
Well, that's a very healthy attitude to have.
Yeah, it helps with the stress level as well. Hey Todd, so continuing talking about then and now, I was thinking we could switch to talking about just life in general.
Sounds good.
So my first question for you is, are movies today more interesting than before?
Well, I'm going to sound like an old guy, but I would say no, movies are not more interesting today. Movies were much better 20, 30 years ago. The stories were better. They were more interesting. These days, movies just have too much special effects, and there's too many movies about superheroes. I hate movies about superheroes. So, yeah, I think movies used to be more interesting. What do you think?
I have the opposite opinion of you. I think movies today are more interesting than before. Maybe I'm too used to a lot of special effects. So when I watch some older movies, the story might be interesting, but I get a little bored watching it. And actually, I love superhero movies. So
Oh, really?
I would say that, yes, any superhero movies, Spider-Man or Batman especially is my favorite. So those movies for me are more interesting than in the past.
Okay. Well, we're talking about comparatives, so
Right.
who's cooler, Batman or Spider-Man?
Oh, Batman.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I'm sorry, I think Spider-Man's really lame. I've never liked Spider-Man.
He kind of whines a lot.
He looks like a kid in his pajamas.
He is a kid in his pajamas.
Maybe that's
Whereas Batman has a lot of skills that he's developed himself. So
it. True. Okay, well, how about Batman? So you like, who is better?
who's the best Batman?
Yeah,
who's the better
well, I'd say
Batman?
who is better?
Right.
Who was the last one? It was
Well, the most recent Batman was Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch that one.
Oh, okay.
So before that, there was Christian Bale.
Oh, that's right.
So without having seen Ben Affleck, I would still say that Christian Bale was a better Batman.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, so let's talk about other things. How about the news? With news, are you more knowledgeable these days than before, say 5-10 years ago?
Actually, I think I am less knowledgeable than before. There's a lot of news out there, and it's easy to access the news, but there's so much news coming from so many sources. I'm not sure which news source is more trustworthy. So I think it's more difficult now to find the correct news or the true news. What do you think?
I agree. Sadly, I think I'm less knowledgeable because before I would read the newspaper, or I would read magazine articles, or I would listen to better news stories on the news. These days, I just look at a Facebook headline
Yeah,
and I don't even read the article.
yeah.
So I don't even know what's going on sometimes, which is terrible for a man my age.
Terrible for anyone, I think.
Yeah, I think it's because I think the news was more honest than before, than now. I'm sorry. I think the news is less honest these days. It used to be more honest.
Yeah.
I just don't trust the news anymore.
Yeah, I don't really trust it either.
Yeah, less trustworthy.
So, along those lines, would you say social media makes life better or worse for people?
I think it's both. Like I think it's 2 points better, 3 points worse. So it's a negative. It's better because you can keep track with so many family members, especially if you're far away.
Right.
So I like how it connects people. But, it just makes people sad sometimes, or it makes them frustrated about their life, maybe.
Right.
So, I don't think it makes life better. But I'm an old guy, so...
No, I think it's true. I think there are scientific studies to show that because of social media, people compare themselves too much. So it's quite appropriate that we're talking about comparison, because people will see other people's lives on social media that look quite good, and they will compare themselves and feel bad about themselves. So for some people, I think it has made it worse. But like you, I agree that some points are better, like seeing pictures from my family.
Yeah, so true.
All right. Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm with Jen today, and we're talking about your home country, Nepal.
Yes, that's right.
Very cool. I know the Himalayas and even Mount Everest is in Nepal, which is amazing. What else can you tell us about the geography of your country?
Yeah, actually, when people think about Nepal, they just talk about the mountains. But then there are actually 3 reasons. There's the mountain reason, and then there's another hilly reason, and then Tarai reason. So in Tarai reason, earth, like the surface is really flat, and that's where people grow crops. That's where we get all the grains from. And then there's the hilly region, which is in the middle part of Nepal, and that's where I am from, the capital, Kathmandu. And it's like the temperature is really good there because it's not really hot, not really cold. In Tarai region, it's really hot there, but in hilly region, like, it's perfect. And then there's the Himalayas where it's super cold, and that's where there's like a lot of mountains, which divides us from China.
So in the south is kind of the farming area?
Yeah, in south, like, yeah, everyone's like, the main job is farming.
And that's next to India.
India, yeah.
What kind of farming do they do in Nepal, in the south?
They usually grow rice there, and like since the land is so fertile, like there are a lot of like vegetables, rice, and like a lot of fruits, like everything that grows in hot temperature, I guess.
Oh, so you have a lot of fruits in Nepal?
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fruits, like of different kinds. Like I told you, since it's cold, hot, and moderate as well. So like we get fruits from all different places, and it's like amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that Nepal had so many different climates in one country.
Yeah, for a small country, it's a lot, I know.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about Nepal today.
You're welcome. You can ask me anytime.
All right. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Adam.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're from Nepal, right?
Yes, I am.
I was thinking about going there. Could you tell me some good places to visit while I'm in Nepal?
Yeah, sure. It's really nice place. I mean, you should totally come to my country. I would recommend that you should go to a place called Pokhara, because that's the most famous tourist site in Nepal. There's a really beautiful lake there. And then I know that you like sports, so there are so many different kinds of activities like bungee jumping, rafting, kayaking. I don't know, what is it?
Kayaking?
Kayaking, yeah. So, yeah, I think you'll love it there. That's the best place, I would say.
Oh, cool. How far is that from the capital?
You have to take a minibus, and it will take you around 6 hours, and you'll be there.
Ah, okay. Cool. When's the best time to go there?
I think during spring would be better.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's really nice there, like, and the people are really nice. The food is amazing, and there's a really good nightlife there because people, like, there's a lot of what do you call it? Pubs and like live musics. So yeah, it's a really fun place to be at night and in the daytime.
Yeah, that's great. I love live music. Do you have any like events or festivals that I should go to when I'm in Nepal?
Actually, in Nepal there's a lot of festivals, but I would recommend you to go there when it's when there's a festival called Holi. It's around February or March. So yeah, the festival is around March, and what we do is we play with colors. We throw colors at each other, and then even throw water balloons. It's really fun. Like the play, like the whole environment is really colorful, bright, and everyone is very happy.
And that sounds like a lot of fun. I think I've seen pictures of that before. How many days is that celebration?
It's actually only one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. I really want to go. Anything else you can tell us about Nepal?
If you like hiking, then Nepal has a lot of mountains. Actually, Mount Everest is in Nepal, so you can even try going there.
Wow, that would be amazing. I really look forward to going there. Thank you so much for your time today.
Sure, anytime.
So, Abhidemi, you were a teacher in Canada, correct?
That's true, Todd.
Now, where did you teach?
I taught in northern Canada, in a province called Nunavut.
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 Yes.
Wow. Is it like Native Americans types?
Yes, except that we call them Inuits.
Inuits?
And, Aboriginals and First Nations.
So what was it like?
I really liked it. It was great. Very different from other parts of Canada. Very cold, obviously, because it's in the far north. And the communities are very isolated. Very few people live there. In the particular community where I lived, there were about 1,000 people, maybe less, living there. So everything has to be shipped in or flown in by ship that comes in the summer when the oceans melt, and then in the winter they usually fly them in. So food was quite expensive, housing expensive. Yeah, it was a different experience for me.
Wow, what's life like that far north?
Life happens. And it's interesting how similar it is to what we have down south in southern Canada and the other parts of Canada. Like they have TVs and similar housing. But you do have to be careful when using water because the infrastructure is a little different. The ground is frozen, so they don't have indoor plumbing. They have plumbing, but they don't have running water. The water has to be brought to each house almost every day, and sewage also has to be taken away. So you have to be careful how you use water. That's one part. Also, you don't get access to all the things that you want to buy. Sometimes you go to the supermarket and maybe all the bread is gone or the milk hasn't been flowed in yet. So you have to be patient with that as well. And you don't get the same variety of products as you would get in larger places. So, yeah. And then as you get more and more into the winter months, it gets darker earlier. So maybe around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's already dark outside. And by the time you go to work in the mornings too, when you're going around 7, 8 o'clock, it's dark outside. So you're like, it's dark a lot.
Wow. What was it like being in an environment where you had so little sunlight?
It was hard, but I kind of feel like I'm used to it. I took vitamin D tablets to help with that. Yeah. But because I was working for the most part, I didn't feel like it was too hard. And then during the holidays, I would come back down south to my family. So I wasn't there too much during downtimes. I did spend part of Christmas vacation there, and that was nice. They had a lot of activities outside for community members, ice sculpturing, winter games on the ice, Inuit games, different things like that. So it was fun. It was really an experience that was culturally enlightening, if I could say that for me. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Though there were challenges as well. The isolation and the fact that if you wanted to go to other places that were in the community, you had to fly out. So it's very expensive to go there.
Oh, what an experience. Sounds cool.
Yes, I loved it, and I would like to do it again someday.
Hello, welcome to Burger Barn. Can I take your order?
Oh, hi there. I think I'll have the taco and the fries and a soda, please.
Okay, you want the tacos, the fries, and the soda?
Yes, please.
Okay, did you want that in a can or in a cup?
Cup, please.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We're out of tacos today. How about a hot dog or maybe some chicken? Would that be all right?
Yeah, I think I'll go for the chicken, please.
Okay. Do you want crispy or baked?
Crispy, please.
Crispy, all right. Did you want breast meat or did you want leg meat?
Breast meat, please.
Okay. So you can go ahead and drive through the inn. Your total's going to be $5.36.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm sorry, are you going to be paying by cash or by debit card?
Cash, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Would you like anything for dessert? Donut, ice cream?
What flavour ice cream have you got?
We've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and rainbow sherbet.
I think I'll try the rainbow sherbet today, please.
Okay, would you like that in a cone or a cup?
Cup, please.
Okay. So your total will be $7.55 at the window.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello, welcome to Burger Barn. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm picking up a large order today, so can I grab a pizza and a few burgers, maybe some onion rings and some Cokes?
Okay, so I'm sorry, can you slow that down? So you want just one pizza?
Yes, please.
Okay, and how many burgers did you say?
Maybe 3. 3 should work, yes.
Okay, and you just want a normal, regular Burger Barn burger?
Yes, a normal regular burger. Maybe make that extra. Extra pickles.
You want the Big Barn burger?
Big Barn burger sounds great, thank you, mate.
You want 3 Big Barn burgers?
3 Big Barn burgers will be wonderful.
Okay. And I'm sorry, so I've got the pizza and the Big Barn burgers. Did you want something else?
Yeah, can I grab 3 onion rings and 3 Cokes?
3 onion rings and 3 Cokes. Now, the Cokes, did you want those in the cup or in the can?
Can I grab them in cups, please?
You want those in cups? So you want straws with those?
Yes, please.
Okay, so just to repeat your order, you've got 1 medium pizza, 3 big Burger Barn burgers, Big Barn burgers, 3 cans of Coke, and some onion rings.
No, can I make that a large pizza and 3 cups of Coke, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 cups of Coke.
Yes.
Okay, great. And a large pizza.
Yes, a large pizza.
Okay, great. All right, your total will be $18.55 at the window.
Excellent.